wanted to make a quick segment about how much it costs us artists, producers, musicians, bands, or whatever to put out a song. And we're not even talking about putting out an album. We're talking about putting out just one single professionally, the right way. What it costs, the process, and then some marketing things that we got to do, and then how much we make from it. And maybe this segment will help some artists that, you know, they don't really understand, you know, the full process of what they need to do. So maybe it's some free game for some artists. And it's also for the fans and supporters and people that's not in the music business, that are just fans of music, to kind of understand the process and how much money we put in behind releasing just one single. And maybe it'll help them get a little grasp of what it takes to support independent music. Now, any rapper, artist, band, musician can put out music any way they want to. Now, since I'm a rap and hip hop artist and music producer, I can really only give you my perspective, but that also applies to other people in other genres of music. So roll with me for a few minutes while I break it down to you. What's your budget? Okay, the first cost you gotta think about is producer fee. And I'm not talking about the free internet beats. I'm talking about actually getting exclusive rights from a producer. Now, you might produce it yourself, or your friend might produce it, or you might reach out to somebody you know, networked with and connected with and buy the beat from them exclusively. So you gotta think about the producer fee, and that can range anywhere from $25 to $200 to $2,000. It just depends on what you negotiate. But we're gonna stick to the little basic shit. We're just gonna say $100. Now you might rock the song solo, or you might have a feature on a song. Now you might get the feature for free, or you might have to pay somebody for a feature. So you might think about the feature fee too. Now that you got the track or the beat, you gotta think about studio time. What does that cost? Now you might not be recording this yourself, so you might have to go to a professional studio or somebody's house or whatever to record it. And you're gonna pay them probably roughly anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks an hour. And you don't want it to sound like bullshit. Poo. Now, after you got the song recorded, you're gonna wanna get it mixed and mastered. And the Lord knows what that could cost you. And those prices could range anywhere from 20 to 50 to 100 bucks. Well, let's just say 50 bucks. Now, after you got the song professionally mastered and it's got that fullness, you're gonna wanna copyright your song, because we're gonna do this the right way. So you're gonna have to contact the copyright office and pay a fee from anywhere to 35 to 85 bucks, just depending on which one you choose. So right now we're just gonna stick to something basic for the copyright, and we're just gonna say 35 bucks. Now, before you want the world to hear your song, you're gonna have to get the song, the single, some artwork done. And you want it to be creative, eye-catching, and appealing. Please, if you are not a graphic designer, or you don't have a friend that's a graphic designer, please find somebody professionally to do it. And I swear to God, don't you fucking use a fucking phone app to try to get the fucking artwork done yourself and be a cheap ass. That shit's gonna look like some bullshit. Quit being cheap! Now let's say you got the artwork professionally done. That can range anywhere from maybe 10 to 30 bucks. It just depends on what you negotiate with your graphic designer. So in this case, let's just say 20 bucks. A little 20 twin. Now that you got the song recorded, mastered, copywritten, and some artwork for the single, now it's time for digital distribution. Now the digital distribution is gonna get your music all on, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, Google, Amazon, Tidal, all those. Now this can range from anywhere to 10 to 40 bucks, just depending on what service you use and what plan you choose to go to distribute your single. Depending on what service and plan you choose, some will help you collect your royalties and streaming services and all that. Since we're doing this the professional way, we're gonna choose a pro plan. That's roughly 40 bucks. Your single is now distributed. Now it's sitting on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Google, all those streaming services. But how do people find your music? Now you gotta spend money on promotion and marketing. Fuck, man, I already spent all this money on making the song. You mean I gotta spend money on marketing and promotion too? Yep. You want people to hear your fucking music, don't you? Now, one of the biggest marketing tools for your single is releasing a music video. Now, you're gonna wanna get a professional music video done. And I'm not talking some bullshit off your iPhone either. So you're trying to tell me my old flip phone won't be good enough? No. Now, a good music video is gonna cost you anywhere from 100 bucks to 500 bucks to 1,000 bucks to a couple thousand bucks, just depending on your budget. So we're gonna stay in the kind of the average range. Let's just say for a decent but good quality music video, 500 bucks. Now that you got a music video for your single, you gotta spend money on promoting the music video. Fuck! You want them to hear your song, don't you? Now, like I said, there's all different ways and forms of promotion and marketing that you can use. Now, one of the most common ones is Facebook and Instagram ads. And you can set your daily budget on what you want to spend with that. Now, depending on how long you're gonna run your Facebook ads for, it could be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. Now, let's just say for a good campaign on Facebook and Instagram ads, 50 bucks. Market, 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 promote, 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 exposure. The possibilities are endless. This guy's a fucking nut job. There's really something wrong with that boy. Now, one of the common problems with releasing a single is us artists, musicians, and bands, we put the single together and then we promote it for a little bit and then we kind of stop. Like, the momentum dies down. It gets old to us, it gets old to our friends and fans and the people that's already heard it. You gotta think there's still like millions of other people in the world that have not heard your single. Most commonly, we usually promote it for like, a few weeks to a month, maybe 2 months. Now, sometimes it might take 6 months to a year to 2 years for that single to even pop. And like I said before, there's so many different ways and forms that you can use to promote your music or music video. Social media, but that's only, kind of limited on there unless you get all your friends to actually hit the share button. Hey, how about you click that share button for me? And then their friends, that's not friends with you on Facebook or whatever, get to hear it. And it really depends on your budget that you want to spend for your marketing and promotion for your song. Check out this little form of promotion I did for one of my recent singles. You know what it is, it's your boy EPHECT. Had to come see it again. The new single, She Knows What, now streaming on Spotify. Make sure you check it out. Naptown.
Nick J.
Now remember, we're just talking about one song, just one single. We're not talking about what a full-length album might cost. Shit. Now let's talk about how much this artist make. Now we know everything is digital and streaming now. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. The payouts for streaming services really ain't shit. Let me break it down for you. These digital music services basically pay out fractions of a penny. Are you fucking kidding me? Now I'm just gonna name a few of the top streaming services that are very popular. I did some research and on the Digital Music News website, these are the calculations I came up with. Per stream, which means somebody listens to your song one time, Spotify only pays out 0.00397. So basically, if you wanna make $1 per stream off of Spotify, you're gonna need 252 streams. Pandora pays out 0.00134. If you wanna make $1 off of Pandora, you're gonna need 747 streams. Apple Music pays out 0.00783. To make $1 from Apple Music, you're gonna need 128 streams. Google pays out 0.00611. From Google Play, you're gonna need 164 streams just to make $1. Tidal pays out 0.01284. And just to make $1 off of Tidal, you're gonna need 78 streams. One of the most popular streaming services, YouTube, pays out 0.00074. You're basically gonna need 1,352 streams just to make one fucking dollar. I'm in the wrong fucking business. And there's so many other streaming services that are out there, but I'm just naming a few of the top ones. And as you can see, streaming doesn't really pay shit. That's where touring and merchandise comes in, but that's a whole nother segment. And there's other ways you can make money from your song, such as music licensing, TV, film, video games, commercials, but that's a whole nother task. So after we add it all up, this is basically what it costs to put out that one single. And after it's all said and done, you put it out, marketed it and promoted it, and you get some stream money. This is pretty much what you end up with. Now you know the process of what it takes to put out a single the right way. There's other little topics and details I could have covered in this, but you pretty much get the gist of it. At the end of the day, you gotta look at this as a hobby and something that you love, but you also gotta take it serious as the music business and self-belief that maybe one day one of your songs might just pop. Maybe some of this information discouraged you, or maybe it helps you out. But either way, artists, bands, musicians, producers, good luck to you. And to all the fans, supporters, and music lovers all around the world, support independent music. Now that I got your attention, go check out one of my latest singles, She Knows What, produced by Nick J. Now streaming on Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, and all the other digital streaming services. EPHECT TV.